I would like to talk about why acting in the mirror hurts more than helps. Have you ever practiced your lines or worked on your character in front of a mirror at home? I think at one time or another, everybody has. But have you ever wondered whether or not this can either be helpful or harmful to your spontaneity and your ability to be free as an actor? In this video, I will explain why this can be a huge breach to your craft as an actor to practice in the mirror. So Constantin Stanislavski taught us about authenticity versus how we appear. As beginning actors, many times we often wonder, how does something come across to the audience? If I say this line this way with this inflection and do something different with my behavior or with my face, maybe I can plan out my performance. Stanislavski warned us about this danger in his famous acting book, An Actor Prepares. When an actor rehearses too much in front of the mirror, they can fall into a trap of crafting their performance based on how it appears rather than an emotional truth. It becomes tempting to repeat or try to repeat something that looked good instead of trusting that if you live authentically in the moment and react in an authentic way, in character, that is going to come across in an even better way than if you practiced it in the mirror. Also, instead of being and just allowing yourself to be as an actor, you might tend to then try to perform. And this becomes death for spontaneity and truth in your acting craft. And everything about your performance is going to look and feel like it was planned out. And once you find yourself in that trap, it is extremely difficult to find your way back out. So let's take a closer look. In Stanislavski's view, he said that the inside should come first, and everything externally will take care of itself. And the actor doesn't have to be concerned about how something looks. They just have to stay immersed in the character, and the truth will automatically do everything that needs to be done for the result. And Stanislavski believed that the core of a true performance lies in the actor not going after planned gestures or planned and rehearsed facial expressions, but instead internally commit to believing in the character's circumstances, and that is more than enough. Not only is it more than enough, it actually opens up and things may spill out of the actor's behavior that are completely unexpected and surprising. Practicing in front of the mirror also creates one of the most frightening problems for the actor that no actor ever wants to get trapped in, which is the problem of self-consciousness. Rehearsing in the mirror automatically strengthens the nightmare of developing self-consciousness. It doesn't matter what medium that you work in as an actor. Being self-conscious is a killer for theater acting and especially for film and television acting. Watching yourself too much, for example, rehearsing in the mirror, creates an automatic concern about how you are being perceived and pulls your concentration outside of what is the most important thing, which is inside of your soul, inside of the circumstances, not jumping outside of yourself and looking back in and wondering about how your facial expressions are coming across, or if this gesture is compelling or not. Self-consciousness pulls you outside of the character's reality. This kind of self-conscious awareness is the opposite of presence. In Stanislavski's view, true acting requires the actor to lose themselves in the given circumstances of the character. So in other words, to really truly be the character, we have to forget that the mirror really actually exists. So here's an interesting question. Are there any exceptions? One exception is to use a mirror, but use it in character. That's a totally different story. As human beings, we deal with the mirror on a daily basis. Shaving, brushing our teeth, putting on makeup. The mirror is part of our daily lives, and it definitely becomes something that shows up in the life of a character in their world. But using a mirror in character is totally different than using it as an actor, checking in about your performance and how you're saying the lines. To use a mirror effectively in character, you must be immersed in the character's privacy, and the way that you use the mirror must be in service to the character and also to the art form. In other words, you might go to a mirror as the character in a private moment, for example. In that case, not only is it appropriate and keeps you in your concentration and keeps you in the world of the character, but it also could open you up to surprises and possibilities that you didn't expect. For example, maybe it opens up into a private activity, like in Robert De Niro's performance in Raging Bull, when he's smoking the cigar and he's doing the scene from on the waterfront in the mirror. That's a great example of the mirror being used, not in a self-conscious way by the actor, but it's used to support the character, and it's used artfully. So in conclusion, great acting is not about how you look. As artists and as actors, we all have a desire to be seen. But to be truly seen, this can only happen when you, the actor, are living truthfully and honestly, vulnerable and responsible to the imaginary world of your character. So step away from the mirror. Trust your instincts. Listen to your scene partner. Let go of all of your concerns about how it looks or how it sounds, and allow yourself to be moved and surprised in the moment. Because at the end of the day, your job as the actor is not to imitate life, it's to live it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe for more videos like this one. Click on the description below for links to our website, as well as our free weekly newsletter. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.